Hi there, you're watching Gardens and Graveyards. My name is Charisma, and today we are in the studio for just a moment. We're gonna head outside, but I wanted to do the introduction inside because it is very noisy in my neighborhood right now. Right next door, there is a house being built, and they have been working since 7:30 this morning, and I was kind of waiting for it to quiet down maybe this afternoon, but it hasn't quieted down. So I need to get out there and plant this rhododendron, and I want to bring you along with me, but I can't be out there talking because you won't be able to hear anything I'm saying. But between, the backup beeping sounds and the tractor, and there's like a cement mixer sometimes, and we're on a gravel road, so all the traffic is really noisy. So anyway, we're going to plant one of the 3 rhododendrons that we bought last weekend. We posted a video about going to Bones Nursery in Florence, Oregon today. And you'll see this video in 2 days. So I always post videos on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays. So make sure you keep your eye open for that. And if you're not subscribed, then you could come here and check out Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday. But if you are subscribed, then you'll be notified every time we post a new video. And of course, if you like the videos, then you'll automatically get the Gardens and Graveyards channel in front of your face at the top of your feed every time. So, and that really helps me grow this channel, which helps us step in further to our dream of freedom and entrepreneurship so that we could travel all over the world and bring you gardens and graveyards from every continent. But for today, we're just in our little garden in our own personal paradise, and we're continuing to make it more joyful and exciting. So today we're going to plant one of our rhododendrons. One rhododendron is going into a whole new project area that you'll be getting the scoop on pretty soon, so keep your eye open for that. It's mostly a shade garden, which is kind of an interesting concept that you might be interested in. The other rhododendron has created a whole new project for us, which is really kind of fun, right? Because in the garden, we're always changing things, we're always being a little bit challenged, and it always gives us an opportunity to be creative, and this rhododendron is doing that for me. So we have to move some raised beds, we have to remove some grass, all for this precious, delicious smelling rhododendron that we purchased. But this rhododendron that we're planting today is the Saffro, and it is a white rhododendron with a dark purple eye. It is a rhododendron that I have loved for years and years and years, and I'm really excited to have it in my garden finally. But it gets really large. Now, if you read the stats on this rhododendron, you're going to read anywhere from 5 foot to 8 foot. But in our area, rhododendrons love us so much that they will get much larger, and Mr. Bones at the Bones Nursery told me that this particular rhododendron will get 15 feet tall easy in 10 years. And he likes to call it the chainsaw rhodie because he just cuts them down to the ground every 10 years because they just get so huge and so leggy so fast. But I'm looking for that rapid growth, rapid evergreen dense growth, because it's actually going to go on a piece of our property that is between the last part of our plantings, and then there's the road, and then there's the new house that's getting built. And a couple of years ago, the power company took down a bunch of our sapling trees that had just sprouted up along there because they were getting up into the power lines. And I wanted to start implementing more evergreens and more screening in that area, but I hadn't been overly motivated to do it because that lot next to us has just been empty. But now that they're building a house, I'm definitely motivated to get some fast growing trees and shrubs in there just to create ourselves a little bit more privacy. We're on a corner lot, so we have one road going one way and then the main road going in front of our house. And it's going to be on the side street side. And you will be able to see this rhododendron when you're driving on the main road, but not until it's a little bit bigger. And you're not really going to see it at all from inside the interior of our garden, which makes it super hard to plant over there, right? Because you're not going to get that instant impact and you're not going to get instant gratification. But I know in the future, I'm going to be so grateful to have this beautiful shrub as a backdrop to our garden. So that's what we're going to get done today, and I'm probably just going to voice over the procedure of actually planting the rhodie in the ground, because like I said, it's probably going to be pretty loud out there, and I'm not going to be able to give a whole lot of descriptions. But I'm going to leave you here with just the thought that rhododendrons, while they only bloom for about a month out of the year, they create such fantastic foundation and structure to a garden that if you can plant them in your garden, which I know not every garden gets to have a rhododendron, but if you can, they're a really fantastic plant to place on the outskirts of your garden. So let's go plant. So this area was riddled with roots from salal, other rhododendrons, ivy, and even large trees in the surrounding area. This is a bank that is basically just held together by roots. I did not amend the soil at all. It was probably a good 18 inches or more in what's considered duff, which is like pine needles and leaves that have decomposed and created a beautiful compost right there on the bank. And so once I got past some of the roots and created a hole for the rhododendron, I was able to just put in some slow release granular fertilizer and plant it right in the native soil with confidence. If you're digging a hole and you come across roots like this, don't be afraid to cut them out. They're not going to harm any plants. Now, that's a really huge root, and depending on what you're planting, you might have to use a sawzall to cut it out of the hole. If you really want to plant something there, you might have to move the plant over to avoid that big root, or you might luck out and have a shallow rooted plant that's going to go right on top of there. And I know that the roots of this rhododendron will just grow around that big root. Now, I'm not sure if that root was from that tree stump that you could see behind me there, or off to the side, or if it was a root from a living tree Either way, it's not gonna do anything. It's not gonna be any harm to this planting, because you could see how shallow it is. I had to keep putting soil back into the hole because I dug it twice as deep, maybe 3 times as deep as I needed it to be. So I just wanted to make sure you knew that you could just cut out those roots and you're not going to harm the plant that you're cutting the root from. Their plants have lots of roots, so if you just cut some of them, you're not going to do any damage. Right here, I was shaking out roots that were in that hole because I could use the native soil, but the big clumps of roots aren't going to break down quickly enough for the soil to be available for the rhododendron. It wasn't really necessary for me to fill that hole up with a bunch of roots. So that's what you saw me shaking out, is just those were shallow roots that I had dug out. But I wanted the native soil, so that's what I was doing. I also planted this rhododendron about 2 inches above the soil line because I needed to make sure that it's going to have plenty of drainage. Plus, the nursery owner that grows rhododendrons told me to plant it like that to make sure that the crown of the plant was sitting a couple inches above the soil line, which is not what you typically do with trees and plants, but I'm following protocol here, and that's why it looks like that. And then, of course, if there was anything broken by accident, you could just cut those off. And then I will mulch it up so that it has a little bit of, I could see where that plant is, and it holds the moisture in. This area is not irrigated. I will have to haul water up to it for this summer, probably for 2 summers while the plant gets established. And, I got it watered in, but I wanted to make sure that mulch was on there to retain moisture as well, and maybe hold a little bit of weeds at bay for, at least for this summer. There she is, all snug in her new home, looking beautiful. I'm pretty excited about it being here. Try to get a shot of where it is. There is the giant rhododendron that it's placed behind that I'm going to have to eventually prune. And then I have some pussy willows right here, kind of planted in a triangle. And they get like 8 feet tall. I might have to end up moving them because of the sun. Okay, so I'm going to show you another view of where we planted the rhododendron off to on the side road. And so you can see this is the side of my house, and that big purple rhododendron is covering or screening the side of my house. And then the little rhododendron that we just planted is way down there. There she is. This looks really small right now, but it'll fill in the backside of that rhododendron really nicely, and then you'll be able to see it when you're at that crossroad coming from either direction. So that'll be nice. Thanks so much for hanging out with me while I planted my rhododendron today. And if you get a chance, please like and subscribe. And until the next time, keep living life to the fullest. Bye.